You think you know your Nissan, but most of what really keeps one of these cars alive happens behind the workshop door, in the resets, adaptations, and shortcuts no dealer ever bothers to teach you. These are 20 so-called illegal Nissan tricks that mechanics use every single day and almost never share, the kind that quietly save you money, unlock features your car already has, and protect parts worth thousands of dollars. None of them are actually against the law. They are just the moves the service counter is praying you never figure out. Stay to the end, because number 1 is the single trick that can replace half of your dealer visits all by itself. Let us count them down. Number 20. Keep the battery awake while you charge it. The Nissan 12-volt battery is famous for going flat when the car sits, because even parked, the alarm, the keyless system, and the computers keep sipping power. The trick mechanics use is to plug a maintainer in and top the battery up, but here's the part nobody tells you. On many Nissans, the accessory socket switches off the moment the car locks and sleeps, which silently kills the charger and lets the battery die anyway. The fix is to connect the maintainer straight to the battery terminals, or to a permanent live point rather than a socket that powers down. Do that, and the battery is still full whenever you come back, instead of flat in the driveway. Number 19. Read the charge system before you condemn the battery. When a Nissan will not crank, owners blame the battery and buy a new one, when half the time the real culprit is something else. The mechanic's habit is to test before throwing parts at it because a tired alternator, a parasitic drain from a stuck module, or simply dirty terminals will mimic a dead battery exactly. A few minutes with a cheap multimeter tells you whether the battery is actually holding a charge, whether the alternator is feeding it properly, and whether something is draining it overnight. Clean the terminals, check the voltage with the engine off and then running, and you will often save yourself the price of a battery you never needed. Number 18. Respect the oil specification and the interval. This is the one that quietly kills Nissan engines. Your engine was designed around a specific oil grade and approval printed in the handbook, not whatever generic jug is on sale, and the turbocharged engines especially are unforgiving of the wrong oil. Just as important is the interval, because the relaxed numbers in the book assume gentle highway use, while short trips, traffic, and hot climates all count as severe service that wants the oil changed sooner. Mechanics run the correct grade and change it well ahead of the book, because clean oil of the right specification is the cheapest insurance against a brutally expensive failure. Match the spec, shorten the interval, and the engine simply lasts. On the engines known for drinking a little oil between changes, mechanics also keep an eye on the level and top it up rather than letting it run low, because a starved engine wears out far faster than one that is simply checked now and then. A 2-minute glance at the dipstick is the cheapest habit there is. Number 17. Reset the tire pressure system and run the pressures the car actually wants. When you adjust your pressures or rotate the wheels, the monitoring system needs to be brought back into line and the dealer will happily charge you to press a few buttons. On most Nissans, you can do it yourself, and the cleverest example is the Easy Fill Tire Alert, where the car flashes its lights and even taps the horn the instant a tire reaches the correct pressure, so you never need a gauge at the pump. Always set the pressures when the tires are stone cold, because a warm tire reads several points high and tricks you into running soft, which ruins your wear and your fuel economy. Set the right cold pressures, let the system relearn, and the warning light stays off for good. Knowing the easy fill trick alone saves you from ever crouching at a gas station with a gauge again, because the car tells you the exact moment each tire is right. It is one of the most genuinely useful features Nissan ever built, and almost nobody is shown how to use it. Number 16. Only ever jack the car on the proper pinch weld points. This is the trick that separates a mechanic from an expensive mistake. Your Nissan has specific reinforced jacking points along the floor, and the rest of the underside is a delicate landscape of covers, lines, and pinch welds that a careless trolley jack will crush in a heartbeat. Professionals use a small rubber jack pad that slots onto those exact points and spreads the load without bending the seam or denting the floor. Lift the car on the wrong spot, especially on a plastic underbody panel, and you can do real structural damage just trying to change a wheel. Learn where your 4 points are, use a pad every time, and you will never crease a sill or punch through a floor pan. A crushed pinch weld or a dented floor is not a cosmetic problem either. It is structural, and on some models the repair runs into serious money. The cheap rubber pad in your trunk is the difference between a clean wheel change and an expensive lesson. Number 15. Find the hidden tow eye before you ever need it. Most Nissans do not have a fixed tow hook hanging off the bumper. Instead, there is a threaded socket behind a small pop-out panel in the front or rear bumper and a matching screw-in eye that lives in the trunk with the toolkit. The trick mechanics know and most owners discover at the worst possible moment. is exactly where that little cover is and which way the thread turns, because it is reverse threaded on a surprising number of cars. Stranded on the side of the road with a flatbed driver waiting is not the time to be learning this. Spend 2 minutes today finding the cover, the eye, and the thread direction, and a stressful recovery becomes a 30-second job. Number 14. Get into the car when the key fob battery is dead. Sooner or later, that little fob battery dies. The car will not respond to the button, and owners panic. Mechanics never do, because they know two things. First, there is a mechanical key blade hidden inside the fob itself, released by a small catch, and it fits a lock concealed behind a cover on the driver's door handle. Second, once you are inside, you can still start the car by holding the fob against the start button so the car reads its chip directly, even with a dead battery. It is worth practicing both moves once, calmly, in your own driveway, so the muscle memory is there on the day it matters. Knowing them turns a dead fob from a tow truck call into a minor inconvenience. Number 13. Know your jump points and your emergency releases. If the battery goes completely flat, you need to know exactly where to feed in power and how to get to whatever is locked. Mechanics know that many Nissans provide a dedicated positive jump terminal under the hood, precisely so you never have to clamp onto a battery that may be buried or awkward to reach, and that clamping the proper points also protects the sensitive electronics from a voltage spike. They also know where the interior release and any manual overrides live for when the doors or the tailgate will not cooperate. Learn where your model hides its jump terminal and its grounding point, and a flat battery on a cold morning becomes a 5-minute fix instead of a helpless wait. Number 12. Register a new battery to the car or watch it die early. This is the expensive mistake mechanics see again and again. On a modern Nissan with the auto stop-start system, the charging system keeps track of the battery's age and condition and adjusts how hard it charges. Fit a brand new battery without telling the car, and the system keeps charging as if the battery were old and tired, which slowly cooks a healthy new battery and can upset the stop-start function too. The trick the dealer would rather you not know is that the new battery must be registered to the car, and a modest independent scan tool can often do it in seconds. Swap a battery without that step on a stop-start car, and you may be buying another one far sooner than you should. The car simply has no other way to know a fresh battery has gone in, so it keeps running the old aggressive charging profile that slowly boils the new one. A few seconds with the right tool tells it the truth and protects the part you just paid for. Number 11. Put the parking brake into service mode before you touch the rear brakes. On Nissans with an electronic parking brake, caliper is held closed by a little motor, and if you try to change your own rear pads by forcing it, you will wreck the mechanism. The professional move is to put the brake into service mode first, which retracts it and lets you work safely, either through a scan tool in a few clicks, or, on some models, by winding the piston back the correct way with the proper tool. Skip this step and force the piston, and you can destroy a part that costs far more than the brake pads you were trying to save money on. A few seconds in service mode turns an expensive disaster into a simple afternoon job. If you enjoy this video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Number 10. Relearn the idle and throttle after disconnecting the battery. Here's something almost no owner is told. When you disconnect the battery or clean the throttle body, the engine loses the fine adaptation values it has built up over thousands of miles, and until it relearns them, the car can idle rough, hesitate, or feel slightly off. Mechanics know to let the car complete its idle air volume relearn, either by triggering it with a scan tool or by following the simple key and pedal sequence and then letting it idle and driving it gently through a range of conditions. Owners who do not know this often panic that they have broken something when the car simply needs to be taught its own engine again. Give it that chance and the roughness disappears on its own. Number 9. Bleed the cooling system properly because these engines trap air. The cooling system on many Nissans is fussy about trapped pockets of air, and an air bubble where coolant should be will cause mysterious overheating, weak cabin heat, and in the worst case, real engine damage, even when the reservoir looks full. The trick mechanics use is to follow the correct bleeding procedure for the model, using the bleeder points and letting the system burp the air out, rather than just topping up the tank and hoping. An owner who simply pours coolant in and screws the cap back on can leave a dangerous airlock behind. Bleed it the right way with the correct Nissan coolant, and the temperature gauge sits rock steady where it should. Number 8. Clear the hidden drain tubes before water reaches your electronics. This is the cheap habit that prevents a catastrophic bill. Sunroofs, cowl areas, and on some models, the body drains all carry rainwater away through narrow tubes, and over time, those tubes clog with leaves and grime. When they block, the water has nowhere to go but inside, where it pools in the footwells and soaks control modules that increasingly live down low, turning a 5-minute cleaning job into a 4-figure electrical nightmare. Mechanics routinely clear those drains with a gentle blast of air or a soft line. Find your drain points, keep them clear a couple of times a year, and you protect some of the most expensive and water-sensitive parts in the whole car for nothing. Number 7. Give a direct injection engine an occasional spirited warm-up. Many modern Nissan engines use direct injection, which over time bakes carbon onto the intake valves and can dull throttle response and economy. One trick experienced mechanics swear by is the so-called Italian tune-up, which simply means that every so often, once the engine is fully warm and where it is safe and legal to do so, you take it through the rev range with purpose rather than always babying it. Running the engine hard occasionally helps keep the whole system from the combustion chambers to the exhaust working as designed, because an engine driven like a delicate antique actually ages worse, not better. It is no substitute for a proper intake clean once heavy carbon has built up, but used sensibly and within the law, a spirited warm-up is medicine, not abuse. Number 6. Switch off the auto stop-start the smart way. The auto stop-start system shuts the engine at every light to shave a little fuel on the test cycle, and many owners dislike the extra wear it puts on the starter and the strain it adds in heavy traffic. The trick is knowing that you can simply press the stop-start defeat button to disable it for that drive, and that on some models selecting a sportier setting does it for you. While you are exploring those controls, get to know your drive modes properly too, because the right mode genuinely changes throttle response, steering weight, and shift behavior to suit the moment. Disabling stop-start spares the starter thousands of needless cycles over the life of the car, and most owners never realize the button is even there. Number 5. Feed it the fuel it was actually built for. On the V6 and the turbocharged engines especially, it is tempting to save a few cents with cheaper, lower-octane fuel, but that is a false economy. When the engine senses the lower grade beginning to knock, the knock sensors quietly pull back the ignition timing to protect it, and you lose power and efficiency without ever seeing a warning light. Mechanics will tell you these engines are designed around the grade printed on the fuel flap, and that running it is not a luxury, but a requirement for the performance and longevity you paid for. The few extra cents at the pump buy back the power the car was engineered to make and protect the engine while they do it, so use the fuel the badge asks for every time. Number 4. Service the CVT fluid, because lifetime is a myth. This is the big one for a great many modern Nissans. You may have been told the continuously variable transmission is filled for life and never needs attention, but in the real world, that fluid degrades with heat, and a baked, worn-out fluid is exactly how these transmissions overheat, shudder, and fail into a repair that can cost more than the car is worth. Mechanics know that changing the genuine Nissan CVT fluid on a sensible interval, far sooner than never, is the single most important thing you can do to keep that gearbox alive. Use only the correct genuine fluid your model calls for, never a generic so-called multi-vehicle substitute, and keep an eye on the transmission temperature in hot weather or while towing. Treat the CVT as real maintenance, and it lasts. Number 3. Prepare the car properly whenever it sits. A Nissan that is driven rarely or stored over winter needs more than a closed garage door. The mechanic's storage routine is a quiet checklist. Put the battery on a proper maintainer wired to last. Set the tire pressures a little higher to fend off flat spots. Top the tank and add a fuel stabilizer so the fuel does not go stale. And leave the car on level ground rather than clamping the parking brake on for months where it can seize to the discs. Skip these steps and you return in spring to a flat battery, flat-spotted tires, and a stuck brake. If the car will sit for many months, it is also worth rolling it a few feet every so often so the tires do not settle on the same spot. 20 minutes of preparation and the car wakes up exactly as you left it. Number 2. Build a relationship with a proper independent Nissan specialist. The dealer is not your only option, and treating it as one is the most expensive habit of all. A good independent specialist runs the same diagnostic equipment, is often staffed by former dealer technicians, and charges far less per hour for identical work. The trick the dealer will never share is that a specialist will happily explain what actually needs doing and what does not, instead of selling you the full menu. And using one does not void your warranty, because as long as the service schedule is followed and the correct parts are used, the manufacturer cannot deny coverage simply for going elsewhere. Find one with a strong reputation in the owner community. Keep every receipt for your service history, and you protect both your wallet and the car's value for as long as you own it. Number 1. Own a Nissan-capable scan tool, the single trick that unlocks all the others. If you take only one thing from this list, make it this. A modest Nissan-focused diagnostic tool, the kind enthusiasts have used for years, plugs into the port under the dash and turns a long list of dealer-only procedures into 5-minute jobs you do in your own driveway. It reads and clears the fault codes the dealer charges a small fortune just to look at, resets the service reminder, registers a new battery, triggers the brake service mode and the throttle relearn we talked about, and on many models even lets you check live data like the all-important CVT temperature. It pays for itself the very first time you use it instead of booking an appointment, and it hands you the knowledge that every other trick on this list depends on. A quick search of the owner forums for your exact model turns up a guide for almost any procedure you would ever want to run. One tool, and you finally understand your own Nissan the way the mechanics do. Now you have it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one.